All right, Aries, welcome into your reading. Today is April 17th. It is probably one of the most supercharged days ever in history. Okay? We have an Aries stellium happening right now. But unlike today with the multiple planets and the celestial bodies that are happening in Aries, it's an incredible day. Those of you who are watching this on the 18th, from the 15th to the 20th of April, this is a make or break week. So all the intentions you put in this week and you start following suit thereafter is what's going to make you. So you heard me speak the last few weeks about a bridge. Some of you will be on the other side and some of you will walk over it. Those of you who walk over it, walk into the sunset. The bridge dies tomorrow. The bridge sets on fire. So make sure you know which side of that bridge you want to be on, okay? And those of you who are having babies today, Godspeed. You're either giving birth to like devils incarnate who will destroy the planet, or angels, Archangel Michael, who will save the planet. Sorry, I thought that would be just a little bit of funny. It is so rare what's going on in the sky. We haven't seen this ever in humanity, maybe not in 20,000 years, and we will never see it again. And those of you who have Aries stelliums, during an Aries stellium, again, I wish you a lot of luck. This is what you call today the burning of the old life and the bringing in the new. It's a new template. It's a brand new everything on you. You need to embrace this for your betterment. If not, stay on the other side of the bridge, okay? I know I sound very ominous, but this is just me lighting a fire under your asses, the fire that you already had, because you will see what this is going to do for you. It's like a battery charge, zoop, right into Aries. I want to do this midweek portion for Aries, please. Speaking of supercharging, let's go. Let's do this. Ace of Wands. I want to see all aces, guys. You should be seeing all aces after this. All right? Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning, or a passionate new project, or something really exciting that you will love to do. All right? It's going to come in funny, like a text message, and at first you're going to be like, what is this? Is this like spam or a joke or, huh? But it'll be exciting. That's what these planets should be doing for you right now. They should be bringing in a lot of excitement for you. What's coming in towards my Aries, please, this mid part? Some of you are dealing with lovers. I feel like lovers will always be around you guys to the point where this will constantly trickle in and out of your lives. Lover, all right? Because lover is not just, in the sense of love. Yes, most likely. This is not your spouse. This isn't your committed partner. This is somebody you either just recently met and you're not out and about with your person, or you're doing some shit in the shadows. The interesting thing about lovers, you hear me say this all the time, it's a life choice. Despite your odds, do you choose each other? What are those odds? One of you is married. One of you just recently got separated. You live across country. You know what those odds are. Do you make it happen? Do you make it work? Right now, you have Archangel Michael superseding this connection. It can easily turn into a different angel. So, you met for a season or a reason, lesson or a blessing. I'm going to put this in perspective of business now. This is somebody you work with and you partner each other. Whether you work in an office or you literally have a business partner, they might not be your bestie, but you each bring something to the table as counterparts. Okay, that is why they're lovers. You might not love them, but they bring something to the table. And you bring something to the table they don't have either. Okay? But the interesting thing is, this is the new Aries that's trying to peek through and coming out. You guys are starting to drop boundaries. You have them. You tell people where they are, but you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're allowing yourself for your softer side to come out. Because I think, and I believe, Aries, some of you already sense it. Some of you, this is a new thing that's starting to feel in your world. when you drop your guard or your boundaries, which is not a typical Aries thing to do, you're starting to realize, and you've learned this with Chiron being up your ass 12 years, left, came back today to say, hey, what's up, that you're healing those wounds. That by being vulnerable, it's actually stronger than anything else. Because you can be that strong to be vulnerable that if you get hurt or rejected, you can walk away with no skin off your nose, no big fucking deal. Really? I'll find another one of you, no problem. And that's why you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, because now you're trying things differently. This is the new template I'm talking about. This is you controlling your fire. This is you knowing how to speak with wisdom. This is a whole new version of Aries that's coming out. By the end of the year, you will be shocked and surprised how many people start following you. All right. What is the surprise here for Aries? Thank the stellium. Roll with it. Guys, if you've been dreaming about doing something, now's the time to take charge and do it. I want you to understand there's going to be challenges the next 2 years, but this is a good thing. All right? This is a blessing because Saturn is disciplining you, but Jupiter is backing it, meaning Big Daddy Good Luck planet is right there. Be like, don't worry, we got your back. If you fall, we're there. You might fall, but you're going to get up and you'll be fine. You keep doing this for the next 2 years, you're set for 30. Okay? Now, the moon is here, Queen of Cups. You're in love, or you're emotionally mature and available for somebody. The moon, this is Pisces energy here. Well, this is Gemini, by the way. You're fearful, though, of the future, and you don't know what to expect or what's going to happen. There might be some guilt and regret attached to this. Maybe you feel guilty that you're doing something selfish, or that you're moving on, or you're leaving somebody behind. Blame the planets. They're forcing you. Okay? We'll see more when we clarify. But there's somebody you do have strong feelings for. It could be an air sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No, I'm sorry, that's fire. I'm thinking of, I don't know why I'm thinking of fire. Maybe perhaps that they are somebody in your world. But it's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? Also, this person is in their head. It's interesting. Some of you guys definitely met somebody new, and they could be an air sign. What is the advice here for Aries? The Emperor in reverse. This is a rejection of perhaps another Aries or somebody that's an authority figure. What are authority figures? Judges, bosses, dads, police officers, as someone recently reminded me. Anybody of authority. This is a rejecting of them, but they're in the advice position. So what am I telling you? There's a good likelihood that you either broke up with this person and you have to deal with them, or this is what you need to do. We'll see more when we clarify. You know, just keep your eyes peeled and just be curious what this is all about, because look at this. The curious little cat Aries card, but then boom, the Tower. Then the stalking. But then you're able to close the door on your past. You know why? Because you probably see some shit that you're like, oh my God, how did I not notice that before? That is terrible. Boom, the Tower. What is the outcome of the week? Yep, there's your 2 sixes, 6 of Cups and 6 of Swords. Sixes come after the fives, guys. Fives are the challenges. This is the other side of the bridge. The bridge was actually number 5. All right? You could have went back and stayed in your past, or you could have walked over. A lot of you who are here doing shadow work, light work, working on yourselves, because every zodiac sign, every cohort has their archetype. There's positives and negatives, and every sign operates from a positive or a negative. So you obviously, most of you, 95% of you Aries who tune in here, you're doing the light work. You're doing the shadow work. At least if you're following me, you are. because this is not no light and fluffy channel where I come here and I tell you, oh, it's raining rainbows and unicorns. No, you're seeing what's happening. You're using this as a tool. You're working on yourselves. You're course correcting. You want to know. You want to be happy. You want to understand. You want the truth. That's why you're here. So you are crossing the bridge. You are closing the door to your past. I have fond memories. It was wonderful. It's like as if I was reborn, but I can actually remember that past life. Six of Swords, mentally disengaging, getting in your little boat, and you're not alone because there's somebody there with you. Some of you, it's just you and your children. Others of you, you and another person. You're not alone. So it tells me you have support, okay? And it tells me you're mentally disengaging and going into something much easier, much smoother. Some of you, it's a best friend. All right, we're going to start clarifying all these things and see what's going on. Just debating the deck. I do really, really want to talk to you guys about the stellium because this is so friggin' rare. And it's so important for Aries right now because this will make or break you. All right? What is the Ace of Wands for Aries? And the best thing you could possibly do for yourselves, guys, is go on that new path. Go on that new track. Try different stuff. Try different dating apps. I don't know. Go to a different bar. Start a new career. Start hanging out in different social clubs. Go back to school. Start that company you always wanted to. Reach out that lover that you like. And if he says, I'm not interested, oh, okay, who gives a shit? I'll go on to the next. Ace of Wands, please. You bet your bottom dollar. The Fool. You know, technically the Fool is an Aquarius card, but I always read it as an Aries card. I got in this big argument with somebody from TikTok. I'm like, are you the reader or am I? But I look at this because it's usually the first card in tarot. And it's an energy that typically Aries does. I do the same thing with the moon. This is a Pisces card, and sometimes I feel like it's Cancer because that's their ruling planet. Anyway, long story short, you're taking this leap of faith. And you're like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's okay. That is what the stellium is doing for you. They're telling you, take this risk. Who cares if you've got nothing lined up? We got your back. And you're like, sitting there smelling roses, like hanging on by a thread, not knowing where you're going to land. But this is exciting, and this is different, and this is new. A lot of you, look at this. Here you are, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sometimes it does talk about being the mistress or the mister, because you're my queens, male, female, whatever your pronoun is. Cards are souls, they're energy, they're divine masculine, divine feminine. So it's not for me to read this for you guys on YouTube. You are my queens. The opposing is the king, so we can discern the difference. If it was a private reading, it'd be different. Now, with that said, this is somebody at work who's very creative. Let me tell you, those of you who are in the artistic world, especially those of you who are in the artistic world, you are being supercharged. Neptune in your planet is helping you. Mars is there to motivate you and excite you onto this passion. Who else is there? The sun and the moon. The moon is new starts. The sun brings the happiness and the clarity. That which was dark becomes light. Chiron, the wounded healer, is helping you remember what you've learned. Design and do all these things. This is how the planets influence you. You are coming home. You are back in your own skin, your own vibe, your own thing. Some of you, it is a passion, a new beginning with the person, so it could be starting off as something like casual. What is the Lovers? Nine of Swords in reverse. My God, I love it. You guys are just like in this era right now, Aries, where no shit's given. You're prioritizing yourselves. Not in a cruel, villainous, malicious kind of way. You're just kind of like, you are doing you. You're doing your thing, right? I will love that you will start to slowly do things slow and steady. So you will complete projects. You won't just start and not finish them. You will actually try to complete them. But anyway, going back to lovers, you're not even stressing about this. You're just, I guess, taking it day by day. You feel bad, you feel guilty. It could be because this person that, what they're doing, partaking in this, is why you feel bad or guilty. Or maybe because you're moving on and you feel bad about who you're leaving behind. All right, because this is the second time I'm looking at the Five of Cups. But looking at your outcome, I'm not that worried. Yeah, definitely not. You're going to go and have a heart-to-heart conversation about stability and marriage and commitment, and that's all coming towards you. Guys, 2025 was not meant to be easy. No, they were meant to be stepping stones. 2026 is your luck and love. So is 2027. It gets stronger right after this, after Aries season. All right, the moon. And this is the last hit of Aries birthday. So happy birthday, my April teens Aries. The moon and the Queen of Cups. My April 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 April birthday people, please comment down below and tell me how you feel. How you feeling this season, because the stellium is happening right around your birthdays, all right? So the moon and the Queen of Cups, you're getting a solid new start. That is why you're feeling all kinds of love. That is why you're emotionally mature and available, because it's rock fucking steady. We've been talking about this for months. If it's not rock steady, it's a rock you're kicking out of the way. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a definite fuck no. This is now coming in. You understand? Even though it is, you're a little concerned and hesitating. Where could this lead? Others of you, this could be a new job, a new opportunity. You're done, folks. That's a wrap. That whole thing, that whole life you developed, you're taking a seed and you're planting it somewhere else. That's it. You got your seed and your hoe and you out. You out. There's the fire sign I was talking about earlier. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're waiting for something to communicate back and forth. You're ready to move on. I see the collaboration and then the passionate new beginning with balance and you leading and bossing up. And here is potentially a earth sign. But I feel like it's not so much about being an earth sign as it is about stability. Right? Something stagnated, got bored. You're on to the next level. Here are your aces. This is what I want to keep seeing for the next few weeks. I want to see aces, 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 aces. The Emperor in reverse for my Aries. I want you guys to be stupid motivated right now to get yourselves up and going and doing anything. Just anything brand new. It could be as subtle and as small as anything you can imagine. Just start it, initiate it now. All right? Five of Wands. Someone's pushing back or arguing with you about something about elevating or progressing onto the next level. A lot of you Aries want to upgrade something. A relationship, your house, your car, yourself, something. But something's holding you back. There's like these challenges. Well, that would be Saturn. Some of you, if this is a relationship with an authority figure, that's the Tower. That's where it ended. That's where you had a big fight and poof. You do need to push back. Because it is about pushing forward and upgrading your life. Because that's kind of what it is. Because the Emperor in reverse makes me feel like you're not taking the lead or charging ahead. You're either breadcrumbing or you're getting breadcrumbs. Nope, not enough. Not enough. You guys will start recognizing what's toxic and what's not. Look, honestly, let me just clarify the outcome, because right now what I'm looking at so far, it's a pretty decent spread. It just makes me feel like you got a great head on your shoulders right now, Aries, and I feel like a big exhale, like, oh, I feel good. I feel motivated, and I have this drive to go and do something, right? And I can see it in your cards too. Six of Cups, Six of Swords. The Lover, though, is interesting. I mean, I don't see you sweating it, though. You're like, whatever's clever. Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Holding on to something, a wish fulfillment and desire. You're healing, though. Three of Swords. What do they hold? Oh, I was going to say, what are they holding on to? No, I want to know this, Spirit. What? So you're mentally disengaging and you're going to something easier and you're closing off your past. What's the Nine of Cups? Somebody that was keeping you stuck, that you're stalking. Who's the Four of Pentacles? You're holding on to something that's toxic or someone that was toxic. Could have been a fire sign, and you needed to make a judgment call on them. What are you doing? I mean, you're leaving them, so that's good. I think you're recognizing is what you're doing. I think you're saying things to yourself like, yes, I do desire them. Yes, I am kind of holding on to them. Yes, I do like them. It's not easy, but I'm still going to do it because something deep down inside tells me this is the right thing to do. It's that kind of energy that you're doing. Is there a vice here? Guys, take this card with a grain of salt. They're meant to just be funny. And what is the one bad habit or vice that Aries is doing right now they need to kick to the curb? I pulled this for everybody, so please don't think I'm calling you out. I'm just helping. I pull one for myself every day. And I laugh. I'm like, holy shit, I do that. Aries, please. Scrolling instead of healing. What? Numbness, mindlessness, distraction. I do this too. Shit. I do it with TV though, at night, instead of like going out and socializing with human beings. Scrolling instead of healing. Numbness, mindless distraction. No, do what I literally just told you to do. Face it. I mean, you will, but, you know, make this known to yourself on a conscious level that this is what you do, right? What are we going to talk about for love for Aries? Know that sometimes you hold on for things for too long and when to not. What are we talk about for love for Aries, please? Of course we are. Reconciliation. And there's true love at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's see who they're talking about for reconciliation. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you over at Extended. Everyone else, I will see you next week. If you have a problem with the Extended, please email me, elpistarot@gmail.com. I am traveling this weekend, so the best, I always look at emails, so I might not respond to comments underneath. All right, that's what I got for you. I hope this helped. I'll see everyone on the next one.